You're ranked in the top 5. Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So NC State's offense will have first crack at this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And
turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the ground, he's got it again. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. To throw, it's Skidecki. Got his man quickly. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Noble. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
So unnecessary.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short?
He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Using the quick game.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Gadecki. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds a man on the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Offensive
defense coming up
with
a
somebody
huge
wide
negative
open.
play.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Noble.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Throws for the tight end.
Yes.
Way to the left. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. It is incomplete, and now they...
Oh.
4 seconds remaining.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. And finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Carolina! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
NC State going up tempo. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Gadecki. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
He really runs off the field.
He's got it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Fakes the catch. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
It's caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, UNC.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to pass, it's Gadecki. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Oh, that is, I don't even got that on.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Working the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. NC State quick to the line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, NC State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Give to the running back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass. It's Gadecki. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pressure coming. Got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And now it's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but...
Time to take a shot.
That's kind of big.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Snagged in the middle. It's Noble. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.
Let's get the playoff.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that.